how did the automobile capital of the world become a terrible place to drive? Crumbling and plagued with potholes, Michigan's roads are notoriously bad. But they're not just bad, they're dangerous.
It was just a tremendous bang. And then I was covered in glass.
We Michiganders put up with a lot. Months of dark skies, snow, and freezing temperatures. But it's the roads that truly test us. On a clear spring day in 2018, Sue Kempf was nearly killed by Michigan's broken roads.
As I heard the noise, I jerked and I felt something go past my head.
She and her husband Craig were driving on I-94 toward Kalamazoo when a chunk of concrete, likely kicked up by another vehicle, slammed through their windshield.
My husband Craig was driving and he kept saying, "What was that?" And I looked back and there was this rock just lodged. And I pulled it out and I said, "It was this."
There's no getting around just how terrible Michigan roads are. We're talking a D- report card from the American Society of Civil Engineers. And more than $600 in estimated annual repair costs for drivers. Of more than 120,000 miles of paved roads in the state, only about 20% are believed to be in good condition. 40% are considered fair, and the other 40% poor. That's more than 35,000 miles in need of some serious work. We've become the butt of the joke. But Michigan residents aren't laughing.
Bad roads can do a lot of damage to vehicles. Blown tires, bent rims, tie rods, ball joints, sway bar links, wheel bearings, sometimes even exhausts. This vehicle right here, actually, this is the front tire. As you can see, there's a very large hole taken out of the sidewall, and this tire right here also, all from one pothole.
The question of how to fix the roads has been a long-time political hot potato in the state, and things really got cooking during the 2018 governor's race, with then-candidate Gretchen Whitmer's slogan.
As governor, I want to focus on the things that will actually make a difference in people's lives right now, like fixing the damn roads. Because it's about time we fix the damn roads. Fix the damn roads!
Michigan's known for its Motor City, and it was home to the first stretch of concrete highway in the U.S. So how did our roads hit a dead end? In short, chronic underfunding.
I know that people are going to jump at the idea, but we are a low tax and low spending state in terms of transportation. People typically drive about 1,000 miles in a month. If you figure 2 cents a mile, 1,000 miles, you're paying roughly $20 a month in fuel taxes, $10 a month in registration fees. It's cheap, really. When you compare it with your utility bill, your electric bill, it's cheap.
Michigan consistently ranks last among Great Lakes states in per capita spending on roads and is far below the U.S. average.
We are 50th out of 50 states for amount of money spent building new roads. And in terms of road repair, we're again below average. We're wearing our roads out much faster than we're rebuilding the roads.
Michigan's road funding plan is based on a law known as Public Act 51. 51 as in 1951, the year it was originally written.
This is the American dream of freedom on wheels.
Things have changed a bit since then.
In 1951, Michigan did not have any expressways at all. People drove much less than they do now. Travel tended to be
country roads, small city streets.
And so it made sense at that time to heavily fund counties and the localities and not to spend quite as much on through roads. And so as a result, the cities and suburban areas have all been starved for road funds.
We're running out of roads.
And gas tax increases slowed in the 1980s and 90s. To top it off, today's fuel-efficient vehicles require fewer stops to the gas station, meaning less money to go around. But another problem is where that money's going. What you pay at the pump isn't all pouring into the roads. Say you pay $2.99 a gallon for gas. At least 60 cents of that goes to taxes. The federal government collects 18.4 cents. The state collects 26.3 cents. Then there's a nominal environmental fee and a 6% sales tax. That 26.3 cent state gas tax, along with vehicle registration fees, goes into a fund that primarily supports the roads, but also sends some money to public transit, bridges, and rails. And most of the sales tax goes to schools. Underfunding is at the heart of the issue. But the weather and heavy trucks also take a toll on our roads.
Michigan trucks, unlike those in every other state, can be much heavier than 80,000 pounds. You can have trucks up to 150,000 pounds. So uniquely, Michigan has very heavy trucks on the highways.
Lawmakers approved a deal in 2015 to pump an extra $1.2 billion a year into infrastructure by 2021 by raising taxes, fees, and reprioritizing dollars in the state's general fund. But experts say we're still behind in road funding, to the tune of more than $2 billion a year. Gretchen Whitmer's persistence on the roads issue helped her win the governor's mansion in 2018. In her first state budget, she proposed a controversial 45-cent gas tax hike.
Would you be willing to pay higher taxes to fix Michigan roads?
Not a lot higher. I think the price of gas already is starting to inch up bad enough that it's causing a crimp on people's budgets.
If it is allocated correctly and with some responsibility, yes.
I think higher taxes are a good idea as long as the money is actually used to fix the roads.
I don't think higher taxes are the answer. I think there's better ways. I think we've given them enough money. They need to find out how to spend it wisely.
Bottom line, there's a steep price to pay if we do nothing.
People don't like to drive on them. They have to slow down. It means that places are farther apart in an economic sense. And so ultimately, people move out of state. It's really a quality of life issue for most people.
And it's not just an economic issue, it's about health and safety too.
If it happened to me, I don't know how many other people have been hurt that we don't know about. They were cleaning it up and they were patching that day, and we were told they can only do what they can do. They're behind. They only have so much money, and you get the roads you pay for, we were told.
That's the fundamental problem, that we don't have enough money to build roads and to maintain roads.
There's no simple solution to closing the funding gap for Michigan's roads. Besides higher fuel taxes, toll roads are also under consideration. And as cars get more fuel efficient, some economists suggest drivers should pay a tax based on the number of miles they drive, rather than the amount of gas they use. One thing everyone agrees on, something's got to give before more roads do. Time will tell if Governor Whitmer's promise to fix the damn roads will hold true. To learn more about the history of Michigan's bad roads and the latest solutions being considered, visit mlive.com/howwegothere.